Okay, I'm sorry, my brain really cannot put up with this. So, and I'm probably wrong here, so let me just get this straight. Dr. Breen went to the power core bit of the Citadel and was going to create something that was gonna, I assume, blow everything up, like just destroy everything. I think he hinted that he was going to create a singularity which was going to absorb and take everything in. So, in other words, he was going to kill us all. Um, and he would teleport away, I assume, to where the benefactors are, I guess. That was the plan. I think that's what was going on, hence why we had to stop that from happening. I think. Um, so we did. And it wasn't really that challenging, other than the fact that I hadn't got a clue what it was that I was doing. Although the game did hint there that I didn't have a clue what I was doing either. And also hinted that I had no choice in what I was doing either. But anyway. So we did that. And then we won, I assume. Then an explosion happened, which was not a good thing, I imagine. Looked like we were all going to die. And then G-Man just comes in and goes, "Ah, well, Dr. Freeman, it looks like you've reached a point in the game where, I think
Lamar!
but
Blast that little. Where did she get to?
not gonna lie, that was a very poor ending. And I have to be honest, I'm not really that impressed with it. Again, there is a lot of. I won't lie and say it's not impactful. It is impactful. And maybe I'm not being unique here. I don't intend to be unique. I don't think I am being unique. I think this is probably what a lot of people who played this the first time went through. But that just wasn't very good. That was a really, really weak ending. It was like as if the writers of the game got to a point, wrote themselves into a corner, couldn't think of a way to resolve it, so they just brought G-Man back in, which is plot convenient man, who's not quite a Deus Ex Machina. He's like an anti Deus Ex Machina thing. Like, they didn't pull something out of the hat to just go, right, and that's it, game ending, done. Although they have, but not in a way where it went, right, and then this thing happened, the end, and everything's resolved. They went, how can we finish this in the position that we're at, where we've written ourselves into a corner, and we can't use Deus Ex Machina. Oh, I know, the anti-Deus Ex Machina. That's what G-Man is. G-Man is the anti-Deus Ex Machina. He just comes in and goes, well, I'll just sort of stop the game now and just sort of give you some philosophy bull rubbish to just remind you you had no freedom in this game at all, and that you have pretty much wasted a lot of time playing this game the first time, and you'll probably waste more time playing it again to make sense of what it is that's actually going on, because you'll have to pay attention to all the background. Yes. And we might tease you with a sequel in order to, make sense of everything and all that. But until then, I'm just going to stop the game. And this is where I get off, Gordon, because, I can bend time and space and all that MacGuffin. You can just stay there in limbo for a sec. I might have moved you back into the same place that I put you in the first game. And I'm going to get off now. No, no, not in the pervy way. I'm just going to literally get off here and go into another universal dimension. It's quite an interesting one, Gordon, but you wouldn't understand with your small brain. And plus, I like having you as my plaything because, I'll be honest with you, Gordon, my job is very, very boring. Very boring. You'd think that being able to bend time and space would be a great and exciting thing. I have seen Doctor Who, and yes, I can see why you'd think that. But no, it's not like Doctor Who at all. It's pretty boring, actually. It's just like any old job at the office. You carry a briefcase, you wear a suit you don't like, you have strange eyes from lack of sleep and too much coffee. Your wife is busy calling you up to say she doesn't love you anymore, but she doesn't actually leave you because she needs your money to have a lavish lifestyle while she cheats behind your back, and you don't actually leave her or get rid of her because you're too busy being important. It's a very dull life, Gordon. It really is. So I'll see you later. And then he left. And that's the game over. And then they have to do the whole, ooh, how can we fit? Basically, that ending there with the Lamar was just Valve going, yes, we I'm going to be honest with you, said Valve developer number one. What is it, said Valve developer number two, as he was finishing the end of the game for Half-Life 2. I think, said Valve developer number one, this ending you've come up with, this cryptic ending where it doesn't really actually resolve anything again, and it's just leading on to a sequel that probably also won't sort of resolve anything. I think it's going to annoy quite a few video gamers. What do you think? I don't agree with you, said Valve developer number two. I think this is a very powerful, intellectual, poignant ending that is only very, 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 very complex and intelligent, deeply philosophical, and you can derive any meaning you want from it. In other words, it is an ending that you want it to be. In other words, you can make it out to be anything you want. I think that's a brilliant ending to a story. Well, yes, for very intelligent people, said Valve developer number one, but how many very intelligent people play video games? Are you trying to insinuate that all video game players are not intelligent, said Valve developer number two, with a hint of anger in his voice? Not at all, said Valve developer number one, but I'm just saying that most people don't tend to play games for the sake of it being intelligent. They just tend to play games because they want to play games. They want to do something. They want to shoot things or blow things up or solve things or get scared by things or, they just want to be entertained. It doesn't really require any intelligence to be entertained, if you see what I mean. And although this game does give ample entertainment here and there and some even good bits of entertainment, it's got to build up to something. Otherwise, they're going to feel a bit sort of, eh, well, yes, but that's what conventional games do, said Valve developer number two. We can't do that. We want to break the mold and be different. Well, that's good, but we said Valve developer number one, but we've got to have a point. We can't just break it for the sake of breaking it and being pretentious. We've got to have a point to this. We've got to be leading it up to somewhere. That may not, not leading up to anywhere would be quite, unconventional and definitely different and breaking the mold, but would it be good? Would it make us stand out? Or would it make us to be quite pretentious in that actually we won't do a sequel at all for ages, if not at all? We might bring out some DLC or something, but yeah, we're just not going to go anywhere with this, and we're just going to move on to other things. Nonsense! There's going to be a Half-Life 3, said Valve developer number two. Just you wait, it is going to be the best trilogy of games ever! Well, if you say so, said Valve developer number one. Fair enough, we'll sure go with your ending. But I think you are going to upset a number of people. Well, I don't care, said Valve developer number two. I want to make money. Well, so do I, but I don't want to make money by being upsetting people, said Valve developer number one. And then they've just been arguing ever since that point, really, and they haven't stopped. They did the game, at least, anyway, but since then, they still argue. Not really making Half-Life 3 or anything, they still argue. They made Left 4 Dead and Steam and Team Fortress or Team Fortress 2 and other games that Valve have made as well. I mean, they've done that, but and then they've tried making a Steam box, but that didn't really go anywhere because that was a really silly idea. Yeah, not gonna lie, not really impressed with that ending, guys. Really am not. But having said that, there is the DLC. Maybe that might answer a few questions. And Valve did say, or at least a representative of Valve did say, that Half-Life episodes 1 and 2 could be considered Half-Life 3. And from what you guys have told me, it does continue on the story to some degree. So, okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this LP of Half-Life 2 Blind. I am going to say that any thoughts or feelings you have on my current mindscape of this game, my current sort of position on this, please feel free to type away and say what you need to say, and I will read them, I will respond, and I will consider everything, because I'm not pretending here that I am correct. Um, I am just where I'm at. That's all. I'm just where I'm at, and I'm not afraid to ask for help or direction because I need it. There you go. And I'm not saying that to be better or stronger. I'm just being honest. I need it. Um, so yes, but anyway, like I said, thank you so much for your views and your likes, dislikes, your comments. It's really honestly, outside of the story and the game and the LP, it really has been quite an adventure, and I've really enjoyed it, and it's been so good. It really has been good. I have to be honest. I've enjoyed playing this really just for you guys watching and leaving the comments as you did. It's made me. It's good. It's really good. This is why I like Let's Plays. I like Let's Plays because I like people playing games that people like and then offering their opinion or their views on it as they're playing it in an entertaining way primarily, but also having their viewpoint, because when they analyze it and they give their comments, they might pick up on things that other people haven't picked up before, you know. I'm not saying I have, of course not, but I like that. I just like that because I just think video games are a medium where you can enjoy them. You can just they're a totally different world. It's got nothing to do with reality. It's just a completely different world that you can go in, do whatever you want in them, as in like, you know, playing the games and having fun, and then you share that experience with people. And then people who have had the same experience or a similar one share it with you, and yeah, but at the same time, a video game experience is quite different. It's not just like watching a movie and having the same experience, really, the exact same one. You can have different experiences within the games as well. It's such a multi-interactive universe. It's beautiful. I really love it, and I love the invention of YouTube and other video format, other websites that do videos and you can display video content. I love all that. I think it's great. So I'm really doing it for that because I love video games and I really wanted to play the Half-Life series. I haven't played them at all. This, like I say, all this has been blind. And I know how critically acclaimed these games are and how many people love these games so much, and for good reason. You know, I can see why people like these games. I really can, and they are different. They're different. They do stand out. I'm not gonna knock Valve and Half-Life for that. They really do stand out, and I can see that, and I do commend them for that because it was a very brave thing to do back then and even now. It's a brave thing to do. So I will give credit to Valve and Half-Life in that it is certainly different and impactful. However, having said that, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. That's all I'm saying. But we've still got the DLC to play, which we will. But what I'm going to do is, obviously, apart from writing this video down, which I should have done about 10 minutes ago, probably even sooner, even I'm going to do a separate video on where to go next in terms of the channel. Okay. I've been thinking of doing it for a while, but basically, I'm going to do a video where you guys are going to vote on where we're going to go next. I'm going to leave it up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video. I'm going to present you with some options. I'll present the video hopefully over the weekend. I'll get it done over the weekend, and then I'll upload it Saturday night or Sunday night this weekend. Probably Sunday night, thinking about it. And I'll let you guys decide where we want to go next. Sound good? I hope so. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. I hope you have a nice weekend, and I hope you're all well and you're all doing good. I hope to see you in future videos. But until then, take it easy, have a good one, and I'll see you around.